In this video, we're going to explore the process of taking an hour from the log and exporting it as an Audacity project file, which will allow you to edit the individual items within the log and also mix it down to a single audio file, which could be then re-imported back into Myriad as a single media item. So to get started, we first of all need to find the hour we want to export from the log. So here I have a log that has been pre-generated. And in this hour here, we've got a voice track here and we've got a sweeper here. So if we were to open up the segue editor, we can see that there is also some envelope editing has been done on this voice track to make it the way we want to. And we should be able to see exactly the same thing in Audacity once we've exported the project file and generated all of the individual audio components. So let's get started. To export the hour, you have to find the hour start. So every hour in the log has a starting point, and it's here. If you get a little bit lost, if you click on the previous or next buttons here, it will always take you to the hour start marker. So here, the 11 o'clock hour that we actually want to export as an Audacity project file. So right-click on the hour start marker, and one of the options here is export this entire hour as a multi-track editor file. You click on that one and then it will ask you where you want to save your multi-track editor file, and I want to save it on a desktop. I also want to make sure I've selected Audacity as my option. We can export either an Audacity project or an Audition project. Audition is a multi-track editor created by Adobe, and Audacity is an open source multi-track editor that is available for free, so you don't have to pay for that one. So I've selected Audacity project file here. I'm going to give it a name. It gives the default name of the time and date. Just to make life easier though, I'm going to call this one Pure Gold. Hit save. And it'll take a few seconds to compile, and then it should be done. So if we were to look on our desktop now, we should see we've got our Pure Gold Audacity project file. But as you can see here, it's a very small file because at this stage, all this is the information required to compile. It's not actually the audio itself. The audio is just the file references the original audio in Myriad. So the next thing we need to do is actually run Audacity. If you don't have Audacity on your computer, you can download it from audacityteam.org, and as I said before, it is a totally free product, so you can download it and install it on as many machines as you need to. In this case, Audacity is already installed, so I'm going to run it right now, and here we can see it's started up. And what I want to do is open up the project file that I just created. So I'm going to go open, go to my desktop, and here is the Pure Gold file. So I click on open, and it's opened up, but as you can see, it currently doesn't have any of the audio because, as I mentioned before, the session file or the project file that Myriad 5 creates references the original media items within Myriad. But what we need to do now is ask Audacity to extract the media items, the actual audio files, from the original files to create a full session. So I'm going to choose Regenerate Alias Summary Files, safe and recommended, which is a bit of a mouthful, but just remember to select the top option and then click OK. And then it takes a while to do this depending on how big the things are, because it's going through at this moment in time and it's extracting audio from every song and every link and every voice link and promo and advert that's in the hour. So it can take a few seconds to do this, or even a few minutes depending on your time, and Audacity helpfully doesn't give you any type of progress bar to let you know that it's working, but it is working, and as you can see there, it's just finished doing it while I was talking. So here we can see the individual files, and we can see how the hour has been laid up. And if we zoom in on a couple of these here, we can actually use the little magnifying glass here to zoom in. So here we can see the session files and the things overlaid. This is the voice link that we saw earlier, and if I click on this one here, which shows the envelope editing as well, we can see how the volume is being affected by the as we set up in the Segue editor. So if I want to export it, I go up to File, Export, and I'm going to export as a Wav file, and I'm going to put it back on the desktop. So we've got it on the desktop. So hit save. Tracks will be mixed down, so we say that's okay. We could put in some metadata if we wish to. Hit OK, and it's going to go off, and it's going to spend a minute generating this file. So in the video, we're just going to speed this along a little bit, so it'll be done in just 1 second. Great. Okay, so that's now done. If we minimize Audacity, we should have a pure gold file here. If I just right click and look at the properties of this file, should be 1 hour and 2 minutes and 11 seconds long. So that has taken an hour from the log in Myriad, and it has condensed it down using Audacity. So that's how you would take an hour from the log and export it as an Audacity project file, and then you can save and use that however you wish. The process for generating a Audition file is very similar. You just select the Audition file format from the output dialog. For more information on Myriad 5 and to check out the latest videos, please check www.broadcastradio.com.